Troy, you there? Uh-oh, I think we're
Get
having
back on the
technical
show. There you
difficulties.
go. Yeah, man, my signal is on and off. Back on, so you're good.
All
All
right,
right.
what's going
So
on?
let me give you the right intro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, welcome again to another episode of the Troy Graham Experience. Episode number, I have no idea, but it's episode something, right? And on tonight's and on tonight's show, we have the multi-talented, multi-layered, tr- fresh from Trinity, fresh from Trinity by way of New York, martial artist, lead singer of Color Me Blind, and world-class rote maker, Dominic Hacksaw is in the building. Bless up, brother. How you been?
What up? What up, man? What's going on?
Oh, everything is blessed and beautiful, man. You know what? You still look younger. You still look younger than me. You
Oh, wait a
still
minute. How
look
old are you,
younger.
Troy?
50.
Oh man, I think
Yeah,
you're five, man.
I know, man. We go
Wow.
back 38 years, man. Just a quick story, then I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing, right? Your mom met my grandmother at Mr. Phil's. He owned a butcher shop up the road there on White Plains, right, in the
Okay, all right.
Bronx. And then they realized that they played the numbers together, and that's how we all came to know each other. Yeah, so that's how we all met. Regular West Indian people. Yeah, regular West
Yeah.
Indian. But go ahead, man. I don't know where you want to start. You want to start with the singing, or you want to start with the martial artists, or you just want to
Listen,
introduce
this
yourself
is
to the
this is
people?
your show, brother. This is your show. You do your thing. I'm here to just go with the flow, and
I tell you
I
what,
guess
then,
listen
man.
both sides.
Why don't you give the folks a quick bio about you? What's up, Major Keys? I see my partners in here. Major Keys. He actually grew up in the third court, but he's younger than us. He's about 10 years younger than us. Yeah.
I probably know. Yeah, I
Oh
probably
no,
know
but he know
about six.
Cozell and everybody. I'm pretty sure you know his family because his family is big. But go ahead and tell us about your journey from Trinity all the way to New York, man.
Well, well, I guess as you know, I came here what 1980,
Right.
probably 14, probably 14 at the time. Family picked up, moved, left everything behind, and it was like culture shock over here. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
yes, it
you know,
was.
honestly, here we are. I mean, crazy. It's a crazy thing as a kid, but yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way, man. I had the greatest childhood in Trinidad, probably so, and I continued that here. It was a different experience, but that shit was it was awesome to me.
And then when did you get into the singing? Because we're gonna touch on the martial arts, but when did you get into the singing? Because I never knew you had that talent. So when did you get into the singing and writing and everything?
Yeah, the crazy thing is that I was always into music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my family, thank God, they had pretty eclectic tastes. Like my mother did, listen to the calypso and the freaking
Yes.
reggae, but also they like listening to the American music. So they would have the radio on playing all that
Mm-hmm.
rock and all that light soft rock and all that, a little mixture of stuff,
Yes.
from all over the world. Men at work and that stuff. And I was like, man, this shit is crazy. I was always crazy about music. Like I loved all kind of music. I was always interested in it. I didn't really even think I had a talent, to be honest with you. Like I just sang like anybody sings at the radio. And then next thing you know, that grew into like my parents always making me sing it. What do you call it? family get-togethers and stuff like that.
Okay.
But
What
it was
about
like a nah.
church?
To me, it was like a nah, not in church. It was like more like because
Oh,
we were Catholic. We grew up in different, Roman Catholic. That's different. You're bringing along the
yes.
whole, it's a whole bland experience. You know what I mean?
I
But
know. I know.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. So it was just like I never really even took it serious at that time. So I really, honestly, did not even think I had a real talent. I used to sing along. The funny thing is, I think I was in high school, and me and a group of friends were walking home, and we were going to one of my boys' houses, and there was a bunch of girls, a couple of guys, whatever. And we were walking, and I think they started singing. I forgot the I forgot the song, but it was maybe it was "Always and Forever" or one of those songs, whatever. So we all just started singing, and everybody just stopped and said, "Yo, my man, you can sing!" And I was like, I'm laughing like, yo, 'cause I never thought nothing of it. And they were like, "No, Dom, for real, you could sing, dude." But I never, dude, I just let that fly over my head. I was in chorus in high school or whatever. I never try to be up front, never push to get any of the leads in chorus. Like, because I never even thought I was that good. You know what I mean? Honestly, it was one of
Hmm.
those things that was like a sleeper talent to me. Because, like you said, my thing was always the arts. I was always into martial. I was the Black Bruce Lee when I was young. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was my thing. I was so into the arts and just sports, soccer, and all that. That was my. I didn't think of. Never thought of singing like that could ever be something. You know?
Yeah, man. Because I remember. Okay. Well, we're gonna jump into the. But okay. Okay. You said you kind of came up on it, and then when did you decide to take it serious and form a band, start writing songs and all that?
Um, I can't give you the exact moment, but I know that I always wrote little songs and stuff like that, just playing around. Playing around. I
Hmm.
would write like funny stuff about people, like funny stuff about my sister. Like just gags. And I kind of noticed I had a little knack for it. So I ended up going on this show called Yo Big Break. I
Okay.
auditioned for this audition. It was like what do you call it? Almost like America's Got Talent or one of those type of shows back in the day. It was Kid and Play. Kid and Play was one of the hosts on it out of Burbank, California. And after being on the show, actually won the show. After being on the
Hmm.
show, I started getting all these calls from all these producers and all this crap. That's a whole long, long, long story. But anyway, everybody promised me the world, and I actually hooked up with this one producer, and I'm not gonna name too many names on this. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Okay.
want, what I mean? So hooked up with this producer, and he and I started going to the studio. He had some music. He played it for me. He said, "You feel anything?" Nah, I didn't feel anything. He started picking songs, and all of a sudden he put this one song on, and dude, I just wrote a song in like 5 minutes. It was crazy.
Okay.
The song
Okay.
just poured out, and then he was, he said, "Yo, we got to get that. We got to get that on. We got to get that on tape." We did it. Everybody in the studio was in shock. They were like, "Yo, I can't believe he just wrote that song 5 minutes ago." And it was crazy. It was a real good song too. Real Santana feel, like a Santana love song type of feel. And we just went from there. We wrote a whole album in like 2 months, 2, 3 months, I think it was. I was literally riding in the car. Like, he'd be messing with the music. I'd go to the car and just start writing. And that's kind of how I wrote my original music. And then from there, I started getting into like performing my original stuff. And then the market in New York really wasn't open for that, like the originals. So we started mixing that with covers, and then that turned into like cover band stuff. And I would do my
Hmm.
originals along, and that kind of took off. It was better, mixing in my originals with the covers and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So we was mostly doing like rock, mostly rock and roll. Some of it was heavy, like a Led
I
Zeppelin
actually
type of
listened to some of your songs before you got on, and I listened to them a couple of years back too.
thing.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so it's It's probably not most people cup of tea unless you're into rock and roll and stuff, but you know,
Well, no,
that's
I
my
grew
thing.
up with an uncle. I grew up with an uncle in the house that made me listen to everything from, the Everly Brothers to Bob Marley to Frankenstein on vinyl, the whole movie, right?
Right, right, right.
So I have a pretty open. I listen to Cuban jazz, African tribal. I just listen to anything that
Ah,
moves
that's
my
good.
soul at
All
the
right.
moment.
That's good. Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
that's what I listen to, man. But yeah, man, I heard you now. Now you were on Showtime at one point. What did you do on Showtime?
Now it's HBO. HBO
HBO. Yeah, I keep
Boxing
saying
After Dark.
Showtime. He was on HBO. Yeah.
It was Boxing After Dark. I actually Lomachenko. Lomachenko fought that night, and the kid from Puerto Rico, the one that they locked up.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
I know. What's his name? What's his name? Major Key. Major Key's in the chat.
oh, what's up, Mitch? The young cat. He did some dumb stuff, man.
His name start with a
Allegedly,
V or something.
allegedly.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but yeah, he actually had a promising career, and then he started losing. I don't know what happened, but
Yeah, he was doing good for a while, but it wasn't no dumb stuff. Felix Verdejo,
Verdell, right?
yeah,
That's him. That's
which
him.
is a good lead in to ask you when did you start speaking Spanish? I know you sang some of your songs in Spanish. That have you always spoke Spanish or
Yeah, because you know what the thing is, we in Trinidad, bro. I know a lot of people don't realize that Trinidad was ruled by Spain. And, a lot of those countries were
okay?
ruled by Spain. There's a serious Spanish influence in Trinidad too. Creole,
Right.
patois, and all that stuff. There's parts of Trinidad where they speak Spanish, French, all that. A lot of the newcomers like us, we didn't carry it on. But the older
Hmm.
generation, they're
Yeah, yeah,
multilingual, man. You speak to the older generation, man, they'll shock you. You know what I mean? But
yeah. Because I
like
was
I said, you go to Trinidad, you walk through the streets, man. If they close your eyes and you just read the streets, you think you're in a Spanish country. All the streets
yeah.
are named. Spain named everything. You know what I mean? You see, the name our main port was Port of Spain. So
That's
it
true.
was
That's
it was
true.
kind of influence. It was a big influence in school, even from Trinidad. We started in school, and it was like a big deal. They pushed Spanish a lot. They didn't even push French that much, to be honest with you, because like you
No.
figure they would, because a lot of people speak that patois and that like Creole and stuff too.
Yeah,
I did
yeah,
that, and then I
yeah. So
ended up,
you're fluent in Spanish, right?
yeah,
Are
I'm really
okay? How about
fluent
your
in Spanglish, but
in
I'm,
Spanglish?
I'm
You funny,
really
bro.
fluent in Spanglish. But
Okay,
because that's what we speak in my house, too. We speak Spanglish. But
right.
I'm semi-fluent in Spanish. I mean, I might not speak at a high level, like like an educated
Hmm.
Spaniard or something, but
Right.
I can carry on any conversation with it. But yeah,
Okay.
so I
What
mean,
about your brothers and
honestly, I
sisters? Are they fluent as well?
no, no, not at all, because they never took to it. Like I
Okay.
loved
Okay.
it. I loved it because of the neighborhood we were in, Troy.
Okay. Yeah.
See,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
come on, we lived in Little Puerto Rico. You know that. It's crazy
Major Key
because,
Puerto Rican.
well, I was gonna say
Major
because
Key. Yeah.
we had the Puerto Ricans here, we had the
Uh huh.
Jamaicans here, we had the West, so it was like it was a nice mixture.
Yeah.
In
Yeah. We
Parkside.
did.
Shout
Yeah.
out to
Yeah. Yeah.
Parkside.
Yeah. That
But
was
yeah,
that.
so I
That
mean,
was. Mhm.
plus I live with, you remember Shorty? I'll say his name, my man Shorty, my little
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
So I lived with Shorty for a couple of years, man, and his mom actually taught me a lot of Spanish in the house too,
Hmm.
because we used to have Spanish day, no English. You know what I mean? So
Okay. I didn't know
me
that.
and him be,
Yeah.
yeah, me and him be scratching our heads and be talking to us and we're like, yo, what she say? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would understand his mother better than he did. It's
Yeah.
funny.
He was
But
one of the
that's
strongest
how.
little dudes I met, man. He was very strong.
No, Shorty was a beast, man. Shorty was a
Yeah.
beast. It's funny. It's funny how, because of martial arts and fighting, I actually met that dude.
Hmm.
Just a side note. The day I met Shorty, I was walking with another brother. I saw a crowd in the basketball court. I was like,
Right.
yo, what the hell's going on? It was like a fight. We walked over there. You see this little dude getting jumped by two big ass dudes. So of course, you know me. I jump up in
Yeah,
the middle,
I
snatch them
know.
up, like, yo. I said, I'm not gonna break up the fight, but I'm gonna hold you. You go step to the side. If little man want to get it on with him, let them two get it on. So I didn't know Shorty. I didn't know, I don't want to call nobody else's name. But
Right, right,
anyway,
right, right.
Shorty and homeboy start duking it out. Shorty whipped his ass,
Nah, that don't
and the
shock me.
dude, no, he whipped his ass.
Yeah,
And
that.
everybody
Yeah,
was like, nah, fight's over. So I was like, nah, fight's not over. I said, my man, you was just jumping in on that little dude. I said, I said, yo, little man, you want to get at my man right now? He said, put him in. Yo. So homeboy got in there, got his ass whipped too by this little dude. So right after that, I looked at my boy. I said, yo, we got to wing this kid. He had just moved to the neighborhood. Shorty had just moved to the neighborhood, so they was fucking with him. Yeah, excuse my language. Excuse my language. I don't know if you got a PG show. You know my mouth, man. I've been doing good so far, but I'm gonna try to keep it, PG-13. So anyway, I said, oh, man, yo, we gotta wing this kid, man. So just I put him under the wing, and rest is history, man. We just started rolling. I was like, yo, this is one tough little something. You kind of remind me of me, only a shorter, a smaller version of me. You know what I mean? But that's how me and Shorty met. Straight up. I think maybe not even 2-3 months later, I was living with him. Me and my pops fell out, and whatever. You know how that is, West Indian parents.
I know. I know.
Yeah, want me home by 8 o'clock and shit. I'm like, get out of here, man. You
You just
kidding
had a
me?
clash. You just had a clash of, you clashed. That's all it was. Yeah.
Yeah, we did not. I love my pops to death, man. We talk about all that, but he was raised a certain way, and he didn't know no better, and he was just pushing that. He was worried about me getting into drugs and going to jail. It was just good intentions. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I was a little pig-headed.
Yeah,
But
just real
that's
quick. Shorty, yeah, Shorty, he bench pressed me once. When I came to the park, he was in one of his, I guess he just wanted to show off. He just lifted me up and bench pressed me a couple of times when I was
he's
younger.
he's mad,
Yeah.
bro. He's mad. He used to I seen him scoop a lot of dudes, bro, that slept on him. Slept on him. I mean, we're not talking about Shorty, but I'll give you a little side note about my man. I had this cat one time in high school, just itching for a scratch. But I knew that I could go through this dude like a hot knife through butter. You know what I mean? So I said to myself, I was never advantageous. I said, dude, you do not want this with me. And literally, I'll have to maybe tie my hand behind my back or some shit. Basically, he was a little bigger than Shorty. Maybe I was 160. He probably was like 110, 120 pounds. And I'm telling him, you don't want to do this, Bree. But he had cojones. You know what I mean? He was really stepping to me, and I had a rep. So I'm like, this dude is either drunk, high, or just stupid. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to do that. The whole school was there. I said, I'm not. I got no wins. I'm not getting no brownie points for beating up on this little kid. You know what I mean? Just because he got hot. So I said, you really want to do this? I got Shorty down there. I said, I'm gonna let my little brother tear that ass up. He saw Shorty, and he did the same shit I did to him. He said, yo, I can't fight this little dude. Yo, that's what he said. He said, I can't fight this little dude. I don't want to hurt. So yo, I told him, I said, well, here's the problem. You called me out, so you ain't leaving this park right here unless you get it on. You feel me? You don't call out the devil. Now you're gonna dance. You feel me? Shorty whooped that dude's ass, bro. You put so many speed nuts on that guy's head, man. I had to hold him off, man. I had to rip Shorty off that dude, man. It was like a pit bull on a freaking fluffy dog, man. It was just shit flying everywhere, ripping his hair out his head, B. I was like, God damn. Then everybody was like, now you see what he's talking about? His little brother just did that to you. You really wanted something with that too? It was crazy, but that's enough about Shorty. But I had to put that in. That was funny shit, man, back in the days.
I tell you what, man, I'm actually reading the comments in the chat. They say that, when you're talking, I got to go on mute because there's a feedback, and vice versa with
Oh,
you.
all
Right,
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 okay.
right. So, when I'm talking, you got to go on mute. And then, when you're talking, I got to go on mute. It's some kind of feedback or whatever. But Yeah, but listen, I wanted to keep going about the you and the martial arts because, of course, I know you've known you for 30 plus years, but that actually kept you focused and calm, didn't it? It gave you a
It was
confidence, pretty much.
it was definitely a North Star. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was a North Star. It definitely kept me grounded. Um, and kept me out of trouble in a ways too, because I don't know, for some reason, I never got in, our neighborhood was full of drugs and all that craziness. I never got into drugs, never did nothing, aside from fighting. You know my rep, man. It was just basically fighting, and I was never a bully, despite what a lot of people would say. I bullied bullies back in the day. I would make it my business to bully the bullies. You know what I mean? But like to get at the bullies for bullying everybody else. But at one point, people were like, "Yo, that makes you a bully too." I'm like, "You can't win." You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I looked out. I looked out for the neighborhood. I looked out for all the young pups. You know that.
Yes, yeah, yeah, you did.
So that was kind of my north star, to be honest with you. Yeah, it did hold me, help me keep my head straight. Not getting. Even though I ran with a lot of crazy cats, you know that. I'm not. Don't call them. Don't say no names. I ran with some crazy cats, but I never got into drugs, never got into none of that nonsense. It was just basically it's a lot of duking it out in the streets. But
Now, I got a question for you. Where has your music taken you? You've been to other countries. How far has the music taken you so far, brother?
uh, furthest I would say probably Costa Rica.
Okay,
I,
okay, go ahead and tell
yeah,
that.
I did a little tour. I did a little tour in Costa Rica. I mean, I've been flown out. We've been flown out to Texas. I've been to Florida to, for gigs. Rich people want to, they got the money. They got the private jets and all that. We've been flown out and played. So we had some good stuff. California, what do you call that? North Carolina. Uh, this. I guess I did kind of a couple of states, but the farthest I think would be, yeah, definitely Costa Rica.
Yeah, and go ahead and tell that story, man. How you got that gig and what you did in Costa Rica.
Well, it really was somebody here. I opened for some Latin band in Queens in Northern Boulevard. I forgot the name of the band, but we opened for them, and then when we were done, everybody was like, they didn't even want to see the band. It was kind of messed up, and we were already booked. We were already booked to do the next shows. So the guys refused to let me go on first. They said no, but the promoter's like, "Yo, you're the headliners. He got to warm up the crowd, and you go on after. He's nobody. I'm a nobody." But you know, we ended up going on like we were the headliners because the whole crowd was coming to see us. So it was one of those things. And then from that parlayed into promoters overseas, and my boy Henry actually got us to hook something up where it was going to be his dad's birthday, and we end up flying there, and getting paid to freaking play in Costa Rica. It was cool. That's how that gig actually came about.
I'm sorry about that, man. I'm on my phone. I had two calls coming at the same time. Go ahead and tell your story.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
I did. Yeah.
Huh?
I
Yeah,
I
man.
I
So
just told the whole story. I hope everybody
you
saw
told the whole
it.
story while I was going. Damn.
Yep. I
Okay.
didn't even, I didn't
I'm
even know.
sorry about that because usually I do it on my tablet, but
Okay.
I decided to do it on my phone today, and I got two calls back to back, and they knocked me out. But I'm sorry I missed the story. But go ahead and tell us about about the Showtime gig. How did you get that gig on Showtime?
That's HBO. HBO.
HBO. HBO. Sorry about it.
Well, one of my friends is actually an anchor woman on Channel 4. Again, I don't want to be mentioning too many names, but I mean, I guess I can mention her name, Darlene Rodriguez. You know who that is on Channel 4 in the morning. She's one of my best friends, and she got the gig for me because she she heard somebody was looking for somebody to do the national anthem, and she knows I'm a big fan. And I was like, when I heard it was Lomachenko and Verdejo and all, I said, "Joe, I'm in there." So kind of auditioned, and they loved me, and we went there, and I did it. It was I didn't think it was a big deal, but it was fun. It's cool experience.
Hey, I tell you what, I got a special guest for you. Let me see if she'll jump on the panel. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but
All right.
she, this person may or may not come on the panel. So I'm going to put the link in the chat, and we'll see if I get her to come on. Right? And if you're looking in the chat, you probably see her name, right? Can you see the names in the chat?
I don't know. I'm not seeing the chat. Maybe I have to press the chat, and that's what it is.
Yeah, well, yeah. She said no. She said she's not coming on, but it's Natalie. Your cousin's here checking you out.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. She being scary. Natalie don't
Hold
want to come on.
I touched something, man. Let me see.
You can still. You knocked yourself off. You got to come back on, brother. Oh, you still at work? Okay. Well, you just got to put yourself back in, brother. And while he's doing that, I'll get into this car and go pick up my son right quick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Dominic will be back in a little bit, man. He's like I said, he's an old friend, and he's definitely, his band is doing very well. Like he said, he's been to Costa Rica, he's been to California, a lot of other places, and he is very, very much into the martial arts. He's been doing it since he was a child. I personally have seen his work, so yeah. Once he jumps back in, I'll have him get back more into the martial arts. There you go.
Right. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I try to see the chat, and the thing took me right on. So I'm not gonna.
Okay, now let's talk about your start with the martial arts. What age did you actually start?
Oh my God, I started in Trinidad, so man, I definitely probably was 10, maybe
10. Okay, so that's 45 years.
Yeah, I was really young.
Right. We have a guy in here called Jay Blues. He's a musician himself. He loves music, and he's a big fan. Also, he said he checked out your music, man. Good stuff.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I could see the live chat. I can't see nothing, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna.
Do you have a YouTube page?
I do, but I don't know how to go to that with saying this. I'm not gonna mess with this.
No. I just want you to tell the name so they can come check out your page, man. And they can they can subscribe to you.
Well, it's Dominic. Actually, I'm not with the band Color Me Blind anymore. We kind of had to absolve that. You know what I mean? So I'm actually playing with a band called Guys on the Second Floor right now. You know what I mean? That's who I'm playing with right now. Started the band with my boy, a friend of mine. So that's basically the band I'm playing with right now. But two of the guys from Color Me Blind are in this band with me.
I tell you what, is it the same page though, or is it a different page on YouTube? Is it the same page?
They can go to Guys on the Second Floor. Yeah, the Guys on the Second Floor. It's what do you call it? Facebook page. Then they'll see some live stuff that we do there and all that. But other than that, you could just subscribe to me too. Just Dominic Hacksaw. I got some of my own stuff on there. Me doing stuff with my daughters. Just doing some live stuff at home, playing the guitar and do some Mali and shit. Oh, you mute.
Oh shit. Hey, sir, excuse me. Hey, I just had to jump. I know I look a little crooked. My hair is a little wild. I know.
Yo, it's all good. It's all good.
But no, I just had to jump on here because I myself am trying to play the damn guitar. Trying not to be a musician, but play the guitar, play music, right? So you're a musician. I don't know if you play the guitar or not, but like, do you have any type of tips for things like that? You know what I mean? Like playing the guitar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. When I first started, I just give you I'm gonna make it short. But when I first started, I tried to learn like technical stuff. So I bought a whole course, and it was the worst thing I could have done. I got so bored. I learned all the notes, I learned all that stuff. But dude, I was playing for like 5 months and I didn't know one song. I knew like bullshit, like ding 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 ding. It sounded like an amateur. And my guitarist actually told me that I was going about it the wrong way. He told me what I needed to do was learn chords. You understand? Learn A, learn the G, because music repeats itself. It's it goes A B C D E F G, and it goes back to A. It just repeats itself. You know what I mean? Right. He told me learn the chords. When you learn chords, then you can go on YouTube, look it up, punch it in, say, how do I play such and such? And that's how I actually started learning how to play. Right on YouTube taught me how to play the guitar, man. Basically. You'll learn. Let me tell you something.
What's up, man?
You could be playing a song in 2 days, man. Seriously. There's simple songs. E minor. E minor is one of the easiest chords to play. E minor, A minor, real simple chords to play, man. And that's how I learned, because I was so interested because of Bob Marley. I love Bob Marley, and I always wanted to play like, because I play like he played, just, nothing spectacular, just strum the guitar. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what gave me my motivation. Definitely. But like you said, to me, learn chords and then go to songs that you like and see if you can learn how to play those songs. Once you learn the chords itself and you get your fingers strong, that's how you learn, man. And I'm telling you, once you start learning, bro, it'll take off.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, hey, this was meant to be, because that's where I feel like I'm at right now. It's like you said, I'm at the ding 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 ding. I'm not like making no music. Like so, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do the chords.
Yeah, try to learn chords and
do all that for sure.
Learn chords. You could probably even look it up on YouTube.
I appreciate
it. Look it up on YouTube and just say, yo, what's you want to learn chords, beginner chords, and they'll show you, man. I'm telling you, there's 2-string chords, there's 1-string chords, there's simple chords. You learn them, like I said, E minor is one of the easiest chords to play. E minor, A minor, and you're almost there already. D, simple chords. A,
I definitely heard about those. Trying to learn the guitar, definitely heard about those. You know what I mean? I definitely, the E minor and all that stuff. So I'm just trying to put it all together, basically. You know what I mean? I appreciate the advice, though, man. Truly, I really did truly want to get on here and ask you that question, man, because you've been flown out as a private. You've been flown out to private events and shit, man. So people definitely have recognized your skills, man. So that alone in itself is beautiful and shit, So you can't, no one can ever take that from you. That.
And I do it for the love.
Hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. I bet for sure. Hell yeah. That's where I started from. Yeah, I started from, definitely, man. Don't lose that either. Love for yourself, baby. That's what it is. Love for yourself.
Let me tell you something, man. Some people go out and play golf on the weekends, whatever they play, their weekend warriors playing football, softball. More power to them. For me, it's music, man. I love the sound of that acoustic guitar, man. Cutting through, you know what I mean? Just playing, learning new songs, learning new chords. That's me. That makes me happy, playing that guitar. That's my bitch, man.
I gotta thank Roland, man.
Hey, no,
yeah. Well, thank you, Roland, man. Thank you. I'm glad you got something out of the conversation there, brother. You got anything else you want to ask Dominic?
Thank you.
All right, thank you, brother. Yeah, man. That's how I told you. That's how it works sometimes. You just go with the flow, right?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, and I'm off camera because I'm actually stepping out my house to go pick up my son. So you're going traveling with me.
Oh, all right. Oh, the show's on the road now.
Yeah, it's on the road. It's freezing out here, man. As you can see, I'm all bundled up, looking like looking like some yardie snowman or something. But that's the way it got to be. I can't find my key. Never find the key on here. There we go. But yeah, now something else I wanted to ask you. I see you singing with your daughters too. Do they sing with you as well?
Yeah, I've done a couple, shows with my oldest. My middle child's actually becoming a music teacher. Well, she got her master's already. She's in what do you call that? Grad school right now. She's in music theory and all that. So she's no joke.
Okay, so she has a music bug like her daddy.
Yeah, but she's on another level as far as like she knows all the music theory and all that stuff. I just want to play the guitar. You know what I mean? She plays piano, guitar. She's learning even drums and all that. So she's gonna be a music teacher. So it's a different vibe.
Okay, good, good, good. Well, I can see you and her working together to do something in the future.
Well, Brianna, my oldest actually has a couple songs out. If you go to like Apple and stuff, Brianna Jade, some R&B stuff. She writes her own stuff. She's got some awesome stuff.
Go ahead and give out the information, man. Go ahead and go
Yeah,
ahead and
so
give it out.
yeah, Brianna Jade on on all the I guess the music platforms, and check out her stuff. I think her debut song was Space.
You said
So
space,
Space, like I need space.
right?
So it's pretty good vibe. Yeah, she's very talented writer, man. Very, very talented and singer. Better than me, I guess. But it's all
Well,
good.
well, brother. That's actually the way it's supposed to be, man.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
actually the way it's supposed to be because I train my kids how to box, and look, they're 6'4", 6'6", and 6'2", right?
Wow.
If they would have had the same kind of passion I had for it, they would have went a whole lot further than I did because they don't have the heart condition. So
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah, man. But they didn't have the passion for it. Now if she has your passion and everything for it. Watch how far the young lady goes.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping. I hope she does, man, because she's very talented, especially at her age. I find that she's furthermore, she's got a more level head than I did at that age. You know what I mean? As far as kind of knowing what she wants and stuff. I was all over the place, man. I was still fighting and grappling and all that, jujitsu and MMA, and I was in everything, man. You know, I didn't know
Oh,
what the hell I was doing.
and you also got the factor in that we came from a rougher time,
True that. True that.
and,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
and we as parents, we want to make sure that we always give our children a whole lot more than we ever had, and we always protect them. But
But that's our job.
sometimes in doing that, we also take away that edge that they need as well. So you gotta balance it out. It's like a balancing act.
I know it's a little tough when I have, especially for me. Like I didn't have a son, so I have all girls. You know, so you definitely overprotective of your girls.
I'm
Oh,
the same way. How old is your oldest girl?
she's born in '95, so
So she's 20, 27.
27, 28. Yeah, probably 27. Yeah,
Okay, okay. I told you I was 50, right?
yeah.
And my oldest child is 32.
Wow, started before me.
I started for
Started.
a lot of people.
Yeah. Wow. How many kids do you have, Troy?
Four. I got one girl and three boys.
That's cool. I mean, I wish it is what it is. I always wanted a son. I wanted two boys, two girls, but I'll take my three girls over anything, man.
Now, as far as the girls go, did you teach them the martial arts as well?
When they were younger, I really didn't get into the arts. I would teach them self-defense. I don't know if you understand the difference. You know
I
what I mean?
understand completely.
Because there people don't get it. There's some people who go to a martial arts school and they learn self-defense. Doesn't make them fighters. You know what I'm saying? They're learning how to defend themselves in an instant, in an occasion, if something happens. You feel me? They could never step in a ring with a trained fighter. They get smashed. But for the unsuspecting person who's trying to take advantage of a situation, I taught them shit like that. Thumb to the eye, that type of. self-defense like that, like how to get out of a situation, get away from somebody,
That
That took
sounds like me. That sounds like me because I was in. I took some grappling, and I know a little bit of martial arts because I used to mess around with these guys. But I'm not on your level, so I taught her some stuff. But real funny story. I had a friend, and we still friends to this day. He used to come over, and he used to tell her, you can't fight, you can't fight. He used to mess around with her when she was 9 years old, right? And I told him, leave her alone. She's gonna hit you in the ribs with her left hook, right? So she would look at me, and I said, hit him and don't hold back. And she hit him in the kidney, and he went home and he didn't come back that day.
Oh my god, it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah, man. I was like you. I was overprotective because she was overdeveloped from the age of 12 because she's 6'1", so she was
Oh,
way overdeveloped from she was younger, man. And I couldn't take that, man. I just couldn't take it.
listen, you gotta, you teach them to defend themselves, but you again, my thing was not trying to make nobody no butchy type fighter type, thing. I just wanted them to learn. I said every woman should know how to throw a decent right cross or left cross, whether you lefty or right. You should be able to throw a right hand down a pipe. Good jab and a right hand down a pipe. You know what I mean? If you have to defend yourself, and don't be afraid to bite, scratch, stick your finger in the eye. What you know what I mean? Grab onto the lower regions, whatever the hell you got to do. You do what you need to do to get out of there and get home. Get home. But
I think it was you when we were coming up. He used to grab us all together. Me, I don't know if you remember. Scotty. I don't know if you remember Scotty, right?
I don't.
Corzel and all of us used to get us all together. You used to tell
Yeah,
us, you used to tell us all the time that a punk is the first one that'll go for a gun. You gotta
yeah,
learn how to fight. Then you
yeah,
would toss us around like we was rag dolls.
yeah. Toughen you kids up. Yeah. Carzell, you see how them dudes were tough, man. Aaron, all them dudes, man. Them was tough dudes, man. All of them could throw hands too. That's one thing you said about Boston, man. All them kids had hands,
Mm-hmm.
man. Remember we used to bring the gloves out. What's his name? I forgot his name. Not Troy. It was another cat. Oh man, he used to always bring the gloves out. We would go to the Bronx Park East and box and all that. I'm not gonna say no names or nothing, but
Stu, it was Stu, wasn't it?
was it
Was
Stu?
Stu? Stu was Golden Gloves.
Was it Stu? That's his nickname, though, right?
Yeah, that's his nickname. He lived in the third court. He was Golden Gloves. He used to bring out. Yeah, that was Stu.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. See, I forgot his nickname, but I'm trying to remember his real name, man. Damn it. Yeah, but he was nice. He was lefty. He was nice. Yeah, he used to
I
bring
couldn't
out the
touch him.
gloves. We used to throw on the gloves, but I was much younger than him. He was a little older than us. I remember back in the day. But yeah, that's basically where I started boxing, was there. And then from there I started I got my own gloves. Me and my brother would spar. Then I started sparring with other people. And I said, let me get some real experience. So I went to remember St. Mary's gym?
Yeah,
Yeah, St. Mary's in like 130 something, and I don't know,
in the
downtown
South Bronx. Yep, yeah.
in Manhattan, I think, right? So I went to St. Mary's. I went to Morris Park Gym. So I would go in there, hit the bag, and people would always come over and be like, "Oh, you want to do a little sparring, whatever?" You know how it is. And you get into some brawls in the gym. But that's actually how I got real good with the hands. It's like sparring with dudes that had formal training, because I didn't have no training in boxing. I never trained boxing. I just hit the bag and watch people and watch fighters and kind of learn on the fly. I took what I knew with martial arts and try to put it in boxing, but not be so stiff, because I learned karate at the time. Karate was kind of stiff to me. I was like, that's the only thing I hated about karate. It was a little too stiff for me. So
Yeah, man. Everything is. I tell you what, we could use some. Actually, still go out, man. Go out on the corners. And talk to the cats on the corners and try to mentor. Those who listen, right?
Yeah, you're brave.
Huh?
You're brave.
No, 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 no. Listen, I gotta listen to the Almighty that's in me, man, because I don't do it every
Right?
day. I got a spirit in me that tells me, oh, okay, why don't you talk to this one or that one? I don't do it randomly now.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
man.
dude, yo, them kids today scare me, man. Seriously.
Well, yeah, yeah, but you know what, man? I got encircled one time by 10 of them, and 10 of them in the laundromat because half of them used to come to church with me, right?
Yeah.
And I told them to back up. Stop it. Just be easy with all that, right? And then we just had a conversation about their future. And after the conversation, they said, "We don't have nobody talk to us like that." I said, "Yeah, because everybody afraid of you. I ain't afraid of you at all." So yeah, that was the whole conversation. I gave them some tips and all that, and I asked them this one question: "What's your end game? You out here doing whatever you do, right? What's your end game?" None of them had an end game at all. They don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So I had to break it down for them. You see why these cops are out here ain't because you selling drug, you hustling or whatever. It's because of the bodies and the blood and the bullets. That's why they out here. You take away the bodies, you take away the blood and the bullets, they gonna leave you the hell alone because you putting people to sleep in a much calmer way. You understand?
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
and I told them they had to conduct themselves in just a different way. And they were like, "All right, Mister G." And then they all backed up off me because it was 10 of them. But like I said, I actually knew half of them. Half of them are gone now. Half are in jail or half are dead.
Wow.
That always breaks my damn heart, man. That breaks
Wow.
my
That's
damn
crazy.
heart, brother.
That's crazy, man. That's some crazy. Yo, I stay away from them, man. I don't mess with them young cats, man. They got no. Some of them ain't got no reasoning, man. They ain't just got. They got nothing to live for, man. You know, ain't nothing worse than a person that got nothing to live for. They got no respect for their parents, so they don't respect you. I want to do, and you in a lose lose with them cats because you defend yourself. You hurt one of them, they gonna put you behind. They gonna put you under the jail because the motherfucker, that dude is underage or something. Meanwhile, he's a predator. You know what I mean? And they're gonna treat you like you did something crazy, defending yourself against this predator. You know. So I'm like, yo, I don't mess with that. I stay away from them young cats, man, for real.
Well, I tell you
None of
what,
the
brother. We coming up on the 5 minute mark, and
right.
I need you to give out all your social media contacts so where everybody can reach you and get your music. And when are you performing again, brother?
Well, I got dates. I mean, listen, if you're in New York, I'm at the Ramblin' House on February 18th. I'm gonna be there April 1st. I'm at what do you call it? Back Nine is a spot in Cortland. I'm in there April 2nd. I got the Putnam House. I'm gonna be there March 11th, April 8th, May 13th. Now that's some of my dates right now. You know what I mean? So
I
y'all can
t-
swing by. You can look on my page. Look on the page on Facebook, man. The guys on the second floor, they'll be on there. You come
I
out and
tell you
see
what
me.
you do, right? Send me the artwork for all of those dates, and I'll put them out on social media for you. All right?
All right, sounds like a plan, my brother.
Did you hear me?
Yep, I got you. I hear you.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just send me the artwork, and I'll make sure that I circulate it, and I'll put it out in all the different groups I'm in that deal with music and everything else. All right?
All right, sounds like a plan, man.
All right. And if you ever need a writer, man, I actually still write from time to time. I've written songs, I've written gospel, country, written a lot of. I've written. Let's just say that I was on vacation with the state a while back, and I wrote a lot of letters home for people, right?
I hear that.
So yeah, so I'm a writer, man. If you ever need a song, or you want to collaborate with someone, let me know, man.
Well, we got to hit each other up, and you got to let me hear some of that stuff. You know what I mean? For real,
That's not a problem. Not a. I
seriously.
actually got somebody I want you to meet, man. He has his own podcast. The name is DJ Rebel, right?
All right, right.
DJ Rebel's worked with everyone from Wu Tang to Santana, right? And
Nah, sounds good.
and he's from Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn, but he's down here.
All right.
So yeah, I want you to check his podcast out. It's called Organic Radio, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you check him out. He's on YouTube also, and I think I'm gonna hook you two up, man, because I think you could benefit each other.
So organic radio.
Yes, sir. Organic Radio. Put in like DJ Sean Rebel, and then put the name of the show.
All right, cool. All right.
And if you can't find that, you go on Facebook and find them on Facebook under DJ Rebel.
Also, DJ Rebel. Also, all right. All right, brother, man.
All right, well, like my brother, like I said, it was just a conversation between two friends, and it went where it went. And I had a pleasure speaking to you, man. And I'll definitely keep in touch. Keep on doing what you're doing with your music. Keep on staying calm with the martial arts. And I see you cook too. You cook, don't you?
Nah, not really, man. Nah,
You don't
that's not my
cook?
thing. Nah,
I
man. I
take
cook
some
my wife
pictures of you in
one
the
meal.
kitchen.
Nah, yeah, but I cook my wife one meal. Some arroz con gandules. I had a hook with some chuleta. She was good. I never cooked again.
You're selfish, man. You're selfish, man. But that's all right, man. Much love to you, man, and much respect, man. And I
All
will
right,
be in
brother. We'll
touch with
talk.
you, all right, brother?
All right, my brother. We'll talk, man.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, it's been another episode of the Troy Graham Experience. I'm driving while I'm speaking to you, but I'm still going to shout out the folks who showed up to me because ain't no police out here, so they ain't going to get stopped at all. Right? I know rolling with the punches was here. Jay Blues was here, and my man Major Key was here. That guy was here. K Swab from the Mark Nash show. I know he was here. So y'all big up Mark Nash. And when you I think his show comes on at 10 or 11. So check him out, right? And you have Nicole Thornton, big her up as well. Natalie Kane, that was actually Dominic's cousin. Big her up as well. And I'm driving, y'all, so if I miss anybody, don't get this smoke. Big up yourself with your messed up mic. I think you're afraid of me. I said that guy, I said Jay Blues, but I can repeat it. So I don't know who. Well, if I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm keeping my eyes on the road. So bless up one and all. Thank you for your time because I know how important that is. And the next show will be the 31st. We're doing Coach's Corner over here with the legendary Tommy Brooks. He's trained 21 champions, 2 of them being Tyson and Holyfield. If you don't know who Tommy Brooks is, please Google him. And then Baltimore's own Hall of Fame trainer, Umar Marvin McDowell. If you don't know who he is, go under YouTube and punch in No Hooks Before Books, Baltimore. Again, No Hooks Before Books, Baltimore. And you have Jermaine Thunder Robinson in the house in Coach's Corner coming on the 31st. She's the first woman to ever open up a gym. Right? Can't say she's the first trainer, but she's the first one to open up a gym. So all of that will be here on the 31st at 7:30. Bless up and thank you for your time, man. I'll be putting the artwork up for that very soon. Phone, driving state. Your energy. Thank you for coming up, Roland. Thank you for coming up, man. I'm glad you got something out of it. He's a good brother. He's a very good brother. I've known him for going on 40 years. All right. Respect one and all and one love.